Welcome back, everyone. This is vlog number 6. The interior is completely restored and protected. Now it's back over into my base so we can continue with the exterior. We're going to start with the door, work our way back to the rear of the car. Top portion of the door we're going to do with 3000 grit. The middle portion, 5000 grit. And down around the bottom, we're just going to compound. Before we worry about that, however, we have to take care of the mirrors. And of course, the mirrors, just like a lot of the front of the car around the bumper area, doesn't have a lot of finish left on it. So we're just going to put a mild polishing pad on the 2-inch polisher. We're going to use Car Pro Clear Cut. And we're just going to bring them back as best as we can, leaving the most amount of paint on the mirrors themselves. Being mindful of the thin layer up here, I'm not putting a lot of pressure whatsoever, and I'm keeping my arms moving. I'm not going to let the polisher hover over one area for a long period of time. Okay, that'll do it. I'll remove the residue. Both mirrors are cut. We can tape them off and continue with the rest of the door. So as I mentioned before, we're going to use 3000 grit for a top portion of the door that kind of faces up towards the sunlight, has the most oxidation. I haven't had a chance to soak my Trizact discs, so every once in a while you'll see me reach for the bottle. I have to spray some water up in there so I can clean out the sanding surface on the disc. Keep it from clogging up. If I had the disc soaking, all I would have had to do is put a little pressure down towards the panel. It would have squeezed some of the moisture out and cleaned off the pad naturally. It's a great advantage of having that kind of disc or even the Trizact sheet. And I mentioned before, we're going to use 5000 grit in this section down here in the middle of the door. Down below that, we'll just compound. Cut a small piece of Trizact from the sheet or take the disc off the block and get in and around the door handle. With the oxidation removed from the wet sanding, we can now go grab some compound and get to it. So back to the Sonax Cutmax we go. We have the 2-inch polisher, the pneumatic polisher, so we can get in and around the door handle, around the window sill, and around the mirror. Now, I usually have a tool that I can get in and around these tight areas. Not with me today, so I'm going to have to do them by hand. And then we're going to grab the 3-inch polisher, the Flex XFE 71280 3-inch polisher for the little ledge facing up towards the top of the door. And after this, we can then grab the long throw polisher and really knock out the rest of it. And to the long throw we go, and we're going to use that for the character line at the top of the door all the way down to the bottom where it looks like it's painted undercoat there. We're going to do that area by hand after everything is said and done. All right, moving right along, the mirrors on the driver's side and passenger side, as well as both doors, are cut. Now, we do have to remember we're not finished. The driver's side door has a very deep scratch, actually a gash, pretty much down through the paint into the door, the metal of the door itself. We're going to have to take care of that quickly before we jump to the back quarter panels. This thing here is deep, absolutely long, and down through the paint, we're going to have to work on making it less visible instead of worrying about removing it completely, which we will not be able to do. It's too deep. We want to leave some paint on the door. We're going to grab the 2-inch polisher and add a 2-inch Trizac disc. This will be a 3000 grit disc. We already have the oxidation shaved off of there, so now we just want to make the scratch less visible, a little bit easier to bear. Even though hideous now, and we won't be able to completely remove it, I'll have it that you have to be at the exact angle with the light, artificial or sunlight, or have your nose tight up against the car to see it. And once I'm satisfied with the wet sanding, we're going to put that down, grab the 3-inch polisher, and we're going to compound the area that has the sanding marks in it and blend that in with the rest of the door. Okay, is it there yet? Absolutely, but you have to be at the right angle to see it, or press your nose up against the panel of the door, which would look kind of silly. So we've done a good job concealing the scratch. So we're going to move on to the quarter panels, and we're moving right along. This is going to be the area where we're going to use 3000 grit and be very mindful of the gas cap that does not have a lot of finish left on it. And we'll use a little bit of 5000 heading down below the character line, and again, just compound the bottom part. All right, no hesitation. We're going to grab the sanding block, attach a 3000 grit disc to it. We're going to wet the area, and as I've mentioned before, I have to keep spraying in and around the block. I haven't had a chance to soak the blocks or the sheets, so we'll keep spraying, and that'll keep the surface of the sanding disc clean and clear and give me the max cut. Swap out the 3000 for a 5000 grit disc, and we're going to keep on moving. Okay, so the oxidation has been completely removed from the back quarter here, and all we have to do next is remove the sanding marks with a little bit of compound. A 5-inch backing plate on this short throw polisher will work just fine on the curvature right above the fender flare here. And back to the long throw polisher for the areas at the character line all the way down towards the rockers. Okay, so this will be our little cliffhanger here heading into the 7th and final vlog for the Porsche. See you in the next video.